Hello parents and seniors of the class of 2022. In this video, we will talk about scholarships and preparing yourself for applications. One of the most important applications we ask students to complete is the OSAC scholarship application. This is a pool of scholarships from across the state that the students are eligible to apply for, and the only way to access these scholarships is through this application. Students fill out one application for all the scholarships and can be eligible for as many as 2 to, I believe it's 40 scholarships. Most students are in the 2 to 10 range. When you're completing the statements for the OSAC scholarship, please make sure that you're very specific. Even though they're brief, this is sometimes the only information the scholarship committee has to choose between you and a peer. And a lot of times the scholarship committee is made up of people who are not from our school, so they do not already have a knowledge of who you are. Please make sure that you tell them why you are worthy of them investing their money into you. The other thing that's really important to have is an activities list of all of your volunteer, paid work, and extracurricular school activities. This is really helpful when you have the list because it takes a lot of time to think about all the different things, and sometimes you miss important elements. So having the list is a great tool for when you're preparing yourself for college, for scholarships, or for a job application. You also will want to request at least 2 letters of recommendation from 2 different teachers at the school. We also encourage you to select 2 people in the community that you've had experience with that are not teachers. So that might be an employer, someone you volunteered with, or maybe someone that you played sports for. Most of our scholarships will only require the 2 teacher recommendations, but there are 2 to 3 of them that do want to have somebody outside of our school giving you a letter of recommendation. We have the forms available in the College and Career Center so that you can complete it and submit it to your teacher or community member. Even though they may know you, this helps them jog their memory so that when they're sitting in front of their computer, they don't have a blank mind and can't think of anything to write. So make sure you fill out the form and give it to them. Please also make sure that you give them 2 weeks notice before your deadline so that they have plenty of time to make a great letter of recommendation. You don't want to rush them and have them just do something really quick or to give a form letter recommendation. That doesn't do you any good. So remember, 2 weeks before your deadline at the very least. The Oregon Opportunity Grant is a grant that students can receive by completing the FAFSA or the ORSA. It's the only way they can access this grant. This grant is a first-come, first-served pool of money. So the sooner that you can complete the ORSA or the FAFSA after October 1st, the better. Don't wait until the beginning of 2022. They're less likely to be able to award you some funds from this grant. Oregon Promise is another grant that we ask all students to complete. It is, sometimes people think it's 2 years free and at community college, and it's not exactly that. And the other major thing that sometimes people get confused is that they think they can use it at a 4-year university. Oregon Promise is only for students to use at a 2-year community college, and it is only for students who are residents of Oregon, graduating from Oregon, and have a 2.5 or better. Don't worry about that 2.5 because that period of time when we had to give passes to everybody can actually count in your student's favor. So go ahead and submit the application. We will review it and let you know if you have been adjusted to 2.5 or higher for the purpose of Oregon Promise. It won't affect your regular transcript, but it will for Oregon Promise. Oregon Promise is a great thing to have in your back pocket, even if you're thinking about going to a university. Sometimes university financial aid packages don't look the way we expect, and sometimes people make the hard decision to start at the community college first. And other times they're able to go to the 4-year university and weren't expecting to be able to. So just make sure all your options are open. We do ask that you complete this anyway, so go ahead and complete it. It's found in the same portal as the OSAC application, and they actually share information. So if you fill out one, you have less to fill out on the other. OSAC, Oregon Promise, and LCC Foundation scholarships are wanting your 7th semester transcript. So that is after January of this year will be your 7th semester transcript, even though we had our weird year where we had multiple sections. So your 7th semester one is the one that we will be getting in the beginning of February. You need to make sure that you submit your OSAC application, even though this says don't to. Go ahead and submit your OSAC application without your transcript. The school has decided to go ahead and upload those for you. The LCC Foundation scholarships, you do need to upload your transcript. So you need to make sure that you have a PDF copy available when you do that. You can do so by requesting an electronic copy from our registrar. Those of you who are student athletes, please make sure that you prepare yourself to attend college, even if you're a little bit unsure. We've had many athletes that have had to turn down offers because they didn't do all the steps they needed to be eligible to go to college. Please make sure that you're registered with either the NCAA or the NAIA. And the NCAA does have an option for Division III that's free. You can register for Division III for free. And then if you have a Division I or II opportunity, you can upgrade with the paid at that point. You don't have to do it until you know you're going to go that route. If you have any questions about NCAA or NAIA, you can ask our athletic director, Mr. Armstrong. And you can ask myself or Mr. Josh, and we will do our best, but we may have to refer you to somebody who is a little bit more of an expert in that topic. So there are many, many scholarships out there, and a lot of them are as unique as you are. There are scholarships for people who are foster children. There are scholarships for students who are not residents. There are scholarships for students that are tribal, sponsorships actually. And we have had some students whose tribes have been able to provide for all of their educational financial needs. Not every tribe can, but if you are part of a tribe, please make sure that you're registered so that you can receive those services. And there are even more unique ones. When you have exhausted your search for the scholarships at your school of choice and for our local scholarships, go ahead and go to Google, type in something unique about yourself and put scholarship after it. You're probably going to find some scholarships. If you're a little bit unsure as to whether or not that scholarship is legitimate, please come ask Josh or myself. We would be happy to help you figure out if that is a legitimate scholarship or someone just trying to scam you. That was a really quick overview of scholarships and how to prepare yourself. If you have further questions that we didn't answer in this video, please join us for our live session on Wednesday, September 29th at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.